receives royalties for all CDs of his music that are sold. For the first 10,000 CDs that are sold, an artist receives $10,000. He receives $12,500 for the next 10,000 CDs and $15,000 for the next 10,000 CDs, and so on. How much money will he receive if 500,000 of the CDs are sold? So first, I want you to notice that the CDs are the counting terms. When we say A sub 1, A sub 2, that's referring to the thousands. So here, A sub 1 equals the amount, $10,000. A sub 2 equals the amount, 12,500. A sub 3 equals the amount, 15,000. Now, here's what you also need to know, that N is actually equaling CDs divided by 10,000, because think about it. It's saying 10,000 CDs is the first term. So A sub 1 would be 10,000 divided by 10,000. A sub 2 would be the next 10,000, which would be 20,000 over that. So here, if I want to find out what this is the last term. If we wanted to find out what the last term is, we would say 500,000 divided by 10,000, which would give us 50. So what we're looking for is what A sub 50 is. That's what we're looking for here. So, and we're going to add all these up because he receives this amount of money and then he receives this amount. So we're going to add these together as we go. So let's look at how we do this. First, if we use an explicit formula, we know that A sub n equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the difference. So let's start with what our difference is. Here, we can see that the difference is 2,500. And here it's the same thing, 2,500. So if I wanted to plug this in, what I know so far is A sub 1 is $10,000. And I can also know that n is 50, and our difference is 2,500. And so we could do this to find out what A sub 50 is. And so here, I'm going to use the calculator just to help us out real quick. So we would have, I'll clear all this out. We would have the first term, which is 10,000, and we would add that to 50 minus 1, which obviously is 49. I'm just writing this out so you can see it. And we times that by the difference, which is 2,500. And we find out that it's $132,500. So if we were wanting to know A sub 50, we would say, for selling that many CDs, you'd get $132,500, which is a lot of money. Now here's the deal. Truthfully, we're going to try to add up all these. So this is saying how much he receives for the next, this is a key word, next here, 10,000 CDs, and this amount of money for the next 10,000. So each time you're adding the previous amounts together. So really what I want to find is the sum of the first 50 terms. So now we pick a formula. We know the first term, we know the last term. So I'm going to use the one that says take your n, which in this case is 50, divide it by 2, and multiply this to the first term, which is 10,000, plus the second term, which is 132,500. We're going to use this to find our actual amount of money here that we'll totally make. So go back to the calculator, and I'm going to say 50 over 2, which again is 25. I'm just writing this all the way out in the calculator so you can see it. 50 over 2 times the first term, which was 10,000, plus the last term, which is 132,500. Press enter. It tells me this is the total amount of money that I would receive. So I'll copy this down here. And now you can see where these values came from. It looks like this is 3,506,000 Yeah, 562,500. That's a lot of money. And that's how much you'd make for selling 500,000 CDs. All right. So now you go ahead and see if you if you can come up with one of these answers here.